Some machines exist simply to move people from one destination to another. But a rare category of vehicles is created for something far more powerful: presence, authority, and the quiet statement that performance and luxury no longer have to compete. The SUV you're about to see belongs to that category. It represents a world where engineering precision meets extreme power, where technology replaces tradition, and where a luxury vehicle doesn't choose between speed and comfort. It commands both at the same time. In the next few minutes, you're going to explore one of the most fascinating high-performance luxury SUVs BMW has ever introduced. We'll look at the real philosophy behind placing an M badge on a full-size luxury SUV, the advanced security technology that almost no other vehicle offers today, and the performance numbers that position this machine directly against some of the most powerful SUVs on earth. And before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell icon so you never miss future videos about groundbreaking vehicles, advanced technology, and the engineering shaping the future of luxury performance. Right now, the luxury performance SUV segment is experiencing one of the most intense competitions the automotive world has ever seen. Every major manufacturer is pushing further into the territory where speed, comfort, technology, and prestige intersect. Mercedes-Benz currently leads with the AMG GLS63, a massive luxury SUV delivering around 630 horsepower while carrying cabin technology inspired by the flagship S-Class. Cadillac has answered with the Escalade-V, producing an astonishing 682 horsepower and transforming one of America's most recognizable luxury SUVs. Lamborghini approaches the segment from a completely different perspective with the Urus S, essentially a supercar engineered into SUV form. Land Rover continues refining its philosophy of composed luxury with the Range Rover SV, a vehicle capable of maintaining remarkable comfort even at extremely high speeds. And Bentley offers the Bentayga Speed for ultra-wealthy customers who expect handcrafted materials and extraordinary power at every touchpoint. Each of these vehicles represents a different interpretation of what a luxury performance SUV should be. Then BMW introduced something that approaches the category from its own direction. Instead of attempting to out-luxury the Range Rover or compete with the dramatic styling of others, BMW designed the X10M with a very specific goal. The company wanted to build the most complete performance luxury SUV possible, a machine capable of delivering both extreme speed and refined comfort without compromise. In certain parts of the world, that combination has become extremely valuable. Buyers in places like Dubai, Los Angeles, major European estates, and even remote Australian industries often need vehicles that serve multiple roles at once. They want something that can carry passengers in total comfort and still deliver performance associated with sports cars. For those buyers, the question is no longer whether an SUV should focus on luxury or performance. The expectation now is that it must deliver both simultaneously. BMW believes the X10 answers that expectation, and the result is a vehicle that may be one of the most controversial yet compelling luxury performance SUVs the company has ever engineered. Over the next few minutes, you're going to see exactly how BMW approached the challenge, why its design philosophy stands apart from competitors, and whether this SUV actually deserves a place among the most impressive performance machines in the modern luxury market. As you approach the BMW X10M for the first time, the design immediately communicates something deliberate. This is not an SUV trying to look aggressive through exaggerated styling. Instead, the vehicle carries a sense of controlled power, where every surface and proportion feels intentional. The model here is finished in obsidian black metallic, a color that appears simple at first glance but reveals far more depth the closer you look. Under direct light, the paint reflects the environment almost like polished glass. That effect isn't accidental. The finish uses a complex multi-layer application process followed by careful polishing, creating a surface that behaves more like liquid than traditional paint. Standing at the front of the vehicle, the first design element that demands attention is the grille. BMW's signature kidney grille has grown larger over the years, but on the X10M, it reaches a new level of presence. Wider and taller than anything previously installed on one of BMW's SUVs, the grille dominates the front fascia without appearing chaotic. Vertical slats finished in black give it a purposeful look, while active grille shutters adjust automatically depending on driving conditions. At highway speeds, these shutters close to improve aerodynamic efficiency and cooling management. but the grille reveals another detail when darkness falls. Subtle blue accent lighting outlines the kidney shape, creating a distinctive glow that instantly identifies the vehicle without becoming flashy. It's not designed to attract attention through spectacle. Instead, it quietly confirms the vehicle's identity in a way that feels precise and restrained. The headlights continue that theme of controlled performance. BMW equips the X10M with adaptive laser LED technology that projects an exceptionally powerful beam. The daytime running lights form sharp arrow-like shapes that visually push the design forward. When the high beams activate, the system can illuminate the road ahead for more than 500 meters. In practical terms, that means the driver doesn't simply see the road immediately in front of the vehicle. The system reveals everything much further ahead, dramatically improving nighttime visibility and reaction time. The BMW X10M emphasizes performance with structurally widened fenders and high-speed stability. Equipped with 23-inch M alloy wheels and Pirelli P0 tires, it maintains exceptional grip under any force. With well over 600 horsepower, traction and structural rigidity are essential for this machine. Its engineered structure combines carbon fiber and aluminum to reduce weight while increasing rigidity. Innovation continues with biometric security. Place a finger on the handle to unlock and load your settings instantly. The X10M recognizes you, preparing your driving environment before the engine even starts. From structural precision to personal interaction, the BMW X10M is the future of the performance SUV. When deployed, the rear spoiler on the BMW X10M generates measurable aerodynamic downforce at higher speeds. This additional pressure increases rear axle stability, shifting the focus of gesture technology from simple convenience to driving dynamics. Earlier applications were limited, like using gestures to open a truck's tailgate. But in the X10M, it's about performance. BMW is now experimenting with gesture-controlled doors that could open or close without any physical contact. While brands like NIO and Zeekr have introduced similar systems, BMW's approach adds a sophisticated biometric layer. A fingerprint scanner confirms the driver's identity first. The gesture only activates the door once verification is complete. It's a subtle but important shift. The fingerprint acts as permission and the gesture becomes the command. For now, this technology remains unconfirmed and exists primarily as a credible rumor circulating within industry discussions. BMW has not officially announced gesture-controlled doors for the X10M, but if the company decides to implement it in a future update, the system would likely represent one of the most advanced combinations of biometric security and contactless vehicle interaction currently available. And even without that potential feature, the X10M already stands apart from its competitors in one crucial way. Most luxury SUVs still rely on proximity keys or traditional key fobs. The X10M begins to replace those tools with something far more personal: the driver's own identity. That shift becomes even more noticeable when the X10M is compared directly with the vehicles it competes against. In most luxury SUVs, entry systems remain fairly traditional. The Range Rover SV uses proximity detection, meaning the vehicle unlocks when the key fob is nearby. Mercedes-AMG's GLS63 relies on a conventional keyless entry system connected to a standard electronic fob. Cadillac's Escalade-V also follows a similar approach, using General Motors' established keyless access technology. BMW decided to take a different path. Instead of relying on a physical device that can be lost, copied, or forgotten, the X10M treats the driver's own biology as the key. The fingerprint scanner built into the door handle verifies identity before unlocking the vehicle. It's a small change on the surface, but conceptually it represents a completely different philosophy. Ownership and access become tied to the person rather than an object. Once the driver enters the vehicle, the exterior design story continues toward the rear of the SUV. A full-width LED taillight bar stretches across the tailgate, forming a sharp horizontal signature that contrasts against the dark body color. The lighting elements inside the bar follow an L-shaped pattern, giving the rear profile a distinctive visual identity both day and night. The lenses themselves are slightly smoked, which deepens the contrast against the obsidian black paint and adds to the vehicle's understated character. Below the lighting, 4 exhaust outlets sit neatly within a matte black surround integrated into a carbon fiber rear diffuser. The diffuser isn't purely decorative. Like the active spoiler above, it contributes to managing airflow beneath the vehicle at higher speeds. Small aerodynamic details like this play an important role in maintaining stability for an SUV capable of producing such significant power. Centered on the tailgate sits the familiar BMW roundel, while just beneath it, the X10M badge appears almost quietly. The lettering is small compared to the vehicle's overall presence, yet it carries a clear message. This is not a machine that needs to shout about its identity. The performance speaks for itself. Underneath the bodywork, the X10M is built on BMW's Clara platform, a modular architecture used across several of the company's larger vehicles. For the M version, engineers reinforced the structure with additional carbon fiber cross-bracing and recalibrated suspension geometry. The goal was to transform a luxury SUV platform into something capable of delivering genuine M division driving dynamics. The difference becomes most apparent in the suspension system. The X10M uses adaptive M air suspension that constantly analyzes the road surface beneath the vehicle. Sensors measure changes in terrain and body movement hundreds of times per second, allowing the suspension to adjust damping levels almost instantly. This constant monitoring helps the SUV remain composed, whether it's cruising comfortably on the highway or cornering aggressively on a winding road. Drivers can choose between 5 different driving modes: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, Adaptive, and Off-Road. Each mode adjusts steering weight, throttle response, suspension stiffness, and stability control settings. Comfort mode focuses on smoothness and quiet travel, while Sport and Sport Plus progressively sharpen the vehicle's reactions. In Sport Plus mode, many electronic stability systems step back significantly, allowing the driver greater control over how the vehicle behaves. For an SUV producing this level of power, granting that freedom reflects a high level of confidence from BMW's engineers. The vehicle trusts the driver to handle its full capability, and with 625 horsepower available, that trust is not given lightly. Step inside the X10M, and the environment immediately shifts from aggressive performance to controlled luxury. BMW designed the cabin to mirror the atmosphere found in its flagship sedans while still reminding the driver that this is a vehicle built by the M division. Nearly every visible surface is wrapped in merino leather, the same high-grade material used in the company's most expensive models. The version shown here uses a refined grey leather finish paired with subtle orange contrast stitching. That stitching is not random decoration, it mirrors the accents used on BMW's M Performance badging, creating a small visual connection between the interior and the exterior identity of the vehicle. The front seats are unmistakably designed for both comfort and control. BMW calls them M Sport seats, and they come with an extensive range of adjustments. Drivers and passengers can configure them through 18 separate power settings, allowing extremely precise positioning. Heating, ventilation, and massage functions are built in as well, meaning the seats are prepared for everything from long-distance highway driving to colder winter climates. The design balances support with softness, keeping occupants stable during aggressive cornering while remaining comfortable during relaxed travel. Directly in front of the driver sits the M-specific steering wheel. The rim is wrapped in leather and fitted with Alcantara grip inserts placed exactly where the driver's hands naturally rest. Alcantara provides additional traction compared to smooth leather, which helps maintain control during spirited driving. 2 programmable buttons labeled M1 and M2 sit on the steering wheel spokes. These buttons allow the driver to store personalized drive settings and activate them instantly. With a single press, the vehicle can switch from a relaxed cruising setup to a fully aggressive performance configuration. Just behind the steering wheel, the dashboard reveals one of the most modern features inside the cabin. BMW's curved display system stretches across the driver's field of view as a single continuous glass panel. On the left side sits a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster responsible for displaying speed, navigation information, and vehicle performance data. To the right, a larger 14.9-inch infotainment screen manages media, connectivity, and vehicle settings. BMW's latest operating system 9 interface defines the X10M, offering high-res graphics and real-time performance tracking. While many rivals move everything to touchscreens, BMW keeps essential physical controls like the iDrive rotary and climate knobs for distracted-free driving. Beneath the hood lies a 4.4-litre twin-turbo V8, pushing 625 horsepower and hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. This performance rivals exotic SUVs like the Lamborghini Urus, but with full 7-seat practicality. Starting at approximately $145,000, the X10mm offers incredible value. Starting at $145,000, it offers incredible value compared to the AMG GLS63 or Escalade-V. It's the perfect blend of luxury, utility and raw power. Purchasing a vehicle like the 2026 BMW X10M is an investment. Understanding the ongoing costs is essential for any potential owner. Annual maintenance is estimated between $2,400 and $3,400, though BMW's Ultimate Care covers scheduled services for the first 3 years. Expect insurance premiums between $14,200 and $6,500 annually. Fuel is another factor, with premium 93-octane gasoline costing roughly $4,400 per year. The 23-inch Pirelli tires offer incredible grip but wear quickly. Replacing a full set can cost up to $4,400. Despite these costs, the tech, like biometric security and gesture controls, delivers a level of exclusivity that is truly unmatched. It's the ultimate balance of extreme performance and everyday usability. The 2026 BMW X10M is absolutely worth considering.